Hey everyone, what's going on? Brett here with Simple Preparedness. As you probably read in the description, trying out something new here. It's a get home bag, of course, but I switched back to the AMP 12. It was something I thought about when I first got this bag and started getting in the gear sets and everything, and I wanted to play around with it a little bit. I've been running this for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, not really sure. But I set it in the seat next to me or toss it in the back of the car. I'm liking it. The way it's set up, I like the way it can have multiple purposes, I guess you could say. But altogether, this bag weighs in at 25 pounds. And I know you may be saying, well, that's kind of heavy. Yeah, it is. But the thing is, this admin pouch weighs in at 4 pounds, 6 ounces. The bag itself weighs in at 20 pounds, 10 ounces. So the load gets lighter when I take this front thing off, and I take this admin pouch off. And you may be saying, well, okay, what's the deal? Well, I'm going to spin you around here, and I'm going to show you what's going on with this, and you'll kind of see where I'm going with it. So guys, hang on just a minute, and I'll bring you right back. Alright guys, so here's the deal with this bag, and why I wanted to let you know that the admin pouch has a certain weight and the bag has a certain weight. Now the way I've set this up is the admin pouch can be used as kind of a standalone survival kit. It's its own kit right in here. So when I remove this, which sometimes is a pain in the butt due to the way it's attached, but I can remove this, the admin pouch, and either take this with me if for some reason I have to get rid of the bigger bag. I'll still have a little survival kit here in the smaller admin thing. Or if I'm with somebody that's not quite as prepared, I can pass this on to them and I can keep going with my bag here, the bigger bag. And the thing with the bigger bag is, now I can run it like this. It's a little bit over 20 pounds, and I can run it plain Jane like this. I can, throw a patch or something on it. I can get into the back in here where the water bladder is. I put the hex grid. So I have the hex grid. I can throw the hex grid on the front, and now I can hang my trauma kit, radio, whatever off this hex grid, and it frees up space inside the bag. Or I have the double deploy in there, which has like a water pouch and then a fire starting kit. I could take those out, put those on here, and I'm freeing up room inside the bag. So basically it's a 2-in-1 get home bag, if you see where I'm going with it. This here, of course, I couldn't squeeze like an aluminum water bottle or anything like that in there, but it does have stuff in it that will help you out. This one here, unfortunately, due to the size, I had to make some sacrifices, so the hammock had to come out. Maybe later it'll make its way back in if I can rearrange things in here and get it set the right way. But let me go through these two bags and kind of show you what's going on with them. So hang on just a second, I'll bring you back and we'll take a look at the admin pouch. Alright, so this is the admin gear set that goes with the amp bags. And as you can see, it's got a bit of stuff in it. It's not super packed, but there's enough in here it may help you out. I'm not saying it's a full-blown get-home bag survival kit. It's got stuff in it to help out, to make things a little bit easier for you. As I previously said, this weighs in at 4 pounds, 6 ounces. And let's open this up and I'll show you what's in here. So when you open it up, you can see it is pretty loaded in there. We got quite a bit of stuff in this. Right off the bat, you do have your Sawyer Mini. You know, you got your little straw, you got your Sawyer inside there, and you got your little pouch, bag, whatever that comes with them, so that you can carry some water. You have your trusty Silcock key. You never know when you may need one. I do not, say go out and steal people's water or whatever, but in extreme emergency, you'll have that in there. I put one of those little paracord bracelets in here. It has a whistle, ferro rod, and scraper. It's got the little tiny compass on it, which sucks. And as you can tell, I have used this. That thing's just grinding down. So I have actually used this and tested this bracelet out. But it gives you some extra cordage, an extra way to start fire. You're going to see a lot of redundancy in these two bags. This here is actually a strap that I bought for my Rush 24 because I wanted to put a bedroll or something on the bottom. I threw this in here because with this in here, you can unwind it, run it through the top loops on this, and it becomes, I don't know, I guess you could say like a purse. It makes it easier to carry because you can run the straps through those, put the strap around your shoulder, and you're carrying it that way. You're not carrying it in your hands all the time. So I threw that in just to make it a little easier to carry. Up here in the lid area, there is a Maxpedition pouch. And it does have a small little boo-boo kit. You have your bug spray, you have your sting relief, chapstick, hand sanitizer. Yeah, you know what they are. I'm brain farting. Tweezers, there you go. You got your antibiotic ointment. You got some bandages back in here, some gloves, some medicine. So it's just a little boo-boo kit is all it is. And it's small enough. It fits in that pouch just fine. So you'll have a little boo-boo kit. As much as I hate these things, I did throw in one of those little dollar ponchos from Walmart. If you need it, you need it. It won't hold up long, I'm sure, but it'll help keep you a little bit dry. Or maybe you can use it to, I don't know, get a little shelter or something. But I did throw in one of these cheap little ponchos, so that's in there. Battery bank. Of course, threw a battery bank in so you can charge your stuff. This one's from Rave Power. Dual charging ports. It does have a little flashlight on it. It's a good little battery bank. What do we got here? 16,750 milliamps. So it'll charge your phone and stuff a couple times. And there's also a charging cable down inside the bag there. And that's all that's in the lid. Now getting into the main body of it. I'm sorry, I keep moving around a lot, so if I cut out a little bit, I apologize. But up here in the main body, I do have a piece of foil folded up. You never know, it may come in handy. Little can opener and a rubber band. Tiny little Craftsman multi-tool. This one has the scissors on it. It also has the little file, flathead screwdriver, bottle opener, a little blade on it. Over on the other side, Phillips screwdriver. It does have a little thing where you can put a lanyard on it and carry it that way. It's always helpful to have a little multi-tool. You never know when you might need one. I did put in the little lockpick set. There are some aqua tabs in there because, of course, you know, walking down streets or whatever, you're bound to find trash, water bottles or whatever, and clean them out. You can carry water that way, or if you find something else, you know, you got some aqua tabs to help get some clear drinking water. I did throw in one of the little towels. You get it wet, and of course it expands out to a full-size towel. Over here, I put the little Hattori flashlight. Just one setting, on, off, that's it. But it fits in here, it'll give you a little light, and you can flip this around, put it on the bill of your hat. So you got some light in there. A Bic lighter in case you need fire. Over here, well, we'll get to that. Of course, as always, drip drop to help you hydrate. I carry that all my bags everywhere. There is some duct tape in here, the little compact ones. You can get 3 packs of these on Amazon. They're pretty cheap, but it gives you some duct tape. You have a Sharpie marker, a zebra pen, have a couple wet ones just to help clean up a little bit. Some dude wipes, again, to help clean up a little bit, just a different area. Some lens cleaning wipes to clean your glasses, or these have a lot of alcohol in them. It'll even help you start a fire, so I threw those in. Just a generic Mylar blanket. There's 2 of those in there. So maybe you can use that to help make a shelter, ground cloth, whatever. Just wrap up, keep warm, pass one on, keep one yourself. So I did throw 2 of those in there. Just a regular old trash bag, not one of the contractor bags or anything like that. But you do have a trash bag if you want to put something in it, or even put your bag in it and keep it dry. You got a little trash bag in there. Write in the rain notebook in case you want to take some notes, leave a note for somebody, doodle, who knows, but there's one in there. I did put in a folder, so you will have a knife. This is Kershaw, nice little blade. But I did throw that in the bag, so you will have a knife if you don't have one on you already. There is another little tube of chapstick in there. Again, you can use it to start fires or whatever. May come in handy. On this here, I put the little SOG Mech V tool. So that gives you a way to sharpen your knives. It does have a little pry bar on it, bottle opener, things like that. So you will have that in there. Up here in the top zippered pouch, there's a glow stick. I put one of these party packs in here. This has, as you can see, suntan lotion, insect repellent, earplugs, lip balm, wet wipe, hand sanitizer. So it's a good little compact thing to put in. There's some cordage in there in case you need to make a shelter, tie something up, whatever. So you got cordage. There is a ferro rod in there. Another way to start fire. I did put in a map of Texas. This is one of the, I don't know if you can see it, but it's waterproof, tear-proof. So you don't have to worry about it getting wet if you're walking in the rain. But there is a map of Texas in there. There's one of these, it's kind of like a compass card. There's a couple different things on it to help you read maps. As you can tell, I haven't even taken this out of here, but it just has topography stuff on it. A cool little thing. I thought I'd throw it in. You have some shaved fat wood. Again, to help with a fire. You have a charging cable for cell phone, whatever. There's 2 venison strip deals, kind of like jerky. Pretty good, you know, give you a little snack while you're walking. And I believe there's also another little compass in here to help you out. Of course, it's probably broke now since I dropped it on the ground. But yeah, it does have a little compass in it. And there is a way, I don't know if I can get it in here. You can hook it on something if you needed to. But there is another little compass. And that is it. That was for the small little, I guess you would call it, emergency kit, just in case. Something you can pass on to somebody else or take with you if you have to get rid of your bigger bag for some reason. So hang on a minute. Let me get the bigger bag and let's go through that. All right, so on to the AMP 12. And like I said, from 511, the AMP 12. This will be the main bag, and I think I've got pretty much all my bases covered, except for, like I said, a hammock or something to sleep in. I'm working on that. Eventually it may make it in. But what I have up here in this little front area is I have the carry pouch or whatever for the Survivor filter, and that does have a little carabiner on it, so you can, if you put the hex grid gear set on the outside, you could hook it to it and your water would be on the outside. Also, another map of Texas in there. Again, it's waterproof, tear-proof. So we got another map of Texas. And that is all that is in that pouch there on the front. When we unhook this, up here in this pouch, you have your cordage for phones, cords for cell phones, tablets, whatever you may need. I have some AAA batteries in here. A little set of earbuds, just in case. But if you're walking home, you know, it's probably a SHTF situation. You're probably not going to want to wear earbuds because you're going to want to hear what's going on around you. But they're in there. And that is it for that top little pouch. Now getting into the main bag itself. As you can see, it pretty much clamshells completely open. Up in the lid here, I do have a little toothbrush, snack bar. I did put some honey in there. I do like honey. Honey doesn't go bad. It's sealed up in little straws and then inside the Ziploc just in case. So we got some honey in there. I did throw in a couple more of those venison steak sticks and another little granola bar kind of deal. And that's all that's in that top one. In the bottom part down here, you have a Write in the Rain notebook, some lock picks. I did put the little O light on the inside of the bag so that you can see what's going on if it's nighttime. I wear glasses, so I did throw in an extra pair of glasses just in case. A marker, Sharpie, and another zebra pen. Whoops. Can't go video without dropping something. And another little can opener. And that's all that is in that little admin kind of section there. Now up in the main part of the bag, of course I got a pair of gloves, really comfortable gloves. I do have a large boo-boo kit, and this is loaded up with quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. I did do a video on this. If you're interested in what's in it, go back, check it out. It'll show you everything that's in this one. Also in here, we have our trauma kit. Again, I did a video on the trauma kit, how I stage my tourniquets, everything that's in here. We built this from scratch. So There we have our trauma kit. And again, if you put the hex grid system on the front, you can put this on the outside, which clears up room inside your bag. I do have the antenna for my little ham radio, which the ham radio is not in here. It's charging right now, but it will go back in. But I have an extra antenna for that. Of course, my big trusty poncho is in here. We have some more cordage, 550-pound paracord. So we got a whole bag of that in there. I did throw in one of those SOS food ration bricks. Very handy. I did a video on these. There's 9 individual bars inside here, each of them wrapped on their own. So this is something good that you can eat while you're walking, keep your energy up. I believe these were 3,600 calories. So real handy to have in there. Again, I threw in a whole bag of Drip Drop. This one is open because I had this at work the other day. I was kind of thirsty, so I got into my bag and got some Drip Drop. There's still plenty in here. There's like 14 more inside here, so plenty of Drip Drop in there. Big Ziploc bag with some underwear, socks, just in case. You never know when you'll have to change. There's 2 packs of dude wipes. You know, when that train's ready to leave the station, you're going to want these. You're not going to want to use leaves or accidentally grab some poison ivy or something. So there's some dude wipes in there. Of course, my shemagh. I don't go anywhere without one. And wrapped up in the shemagh is our battery bank. And again, this is the one with the little solar panels on it. And I know some people say these are gimmicky and they suck and blah, blah, blah. Well, don't use it then. I've used it quite a few times. I like it. It may not completely charge itself in a day, but it does get a charge on it. If you don't like them, don't use them. That's all I can say. I did throw in the jet boil just because of how fast this thing heats water. I did a video on this. It took like a minute to heat water in this thing. And inside there, I do have a bandana, a little can of fuel. The fuel lasts quite a while with these. I believe it actually says on the can. Yeah. Full can, you can get 24 boils off it, 75%, 18 boils, 50%, 12 boils, 25%, 6 boils. So you can get quite a few boils out of this one little thing of fuel. So that's why that's in there. Just, I like how fast it is and can sanitize water. It does have a little measuring cup on the bottom. It's an excellent system. Again, I did a video on this. If you want to see more, go ahead, check that out. Just a Ziploc bag to have, no special reason. Inside this bag, there are 2 contractor bags, those big, thick black bags. So I got 2 contractor bags in here. Little zip ties. You never know when you might need them. Here is my titanium spoon. You've seen me use that in a few videos. I threw in a couple meals, mashed potato and gravy with beef, and mashed potatoes and gravy with beef, because I like mashed potatoes with gravy and beef. So I got 2 meals in there. Again, duct tape. Like I said, there's a lot of redundancies in here because, you know, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So I do have my Mora knife, which you've seen in quite a few videos. And that has a ferro rod on it and a sharpening stone. So good to have. I have my silky gum boy, which obviously I need to clean a little bit. Kind of dirty there. I have to get that out and clean it. There is a large zip tie in here. And as you, still got more. I have my headlamp, well used, and works really good. I like that one from Rayovac. A compass, nothing special, but I do have a compass. And as y'all have seen before, these are the double deploys, and that's another gear set for the amp series. These do pull out. They're just Velcroed in there. This one here is my fire starting kit. So in there I do have one of those arc lighters. These are pretty cool, you know, wind resistant, all that, and it's rechargeable. So good little lighter here. Oh, there we go. And that's all it does. So that'll help with fire starting. Also have 2 pack of Zippo or Bic lighters, still in the box, so nothing gets compressed, lets the gas out of them. A little bit of tinder. Again, the Altoids can, and this is just a little kit in itself. You got some fat wood, you got another mini Bic in there, you got a scraper, you got some magnesium. Just more ways to start a fire, help you out a little bit easier. I do have a large ferro rod in here with cordage. And I did throw in a fat rope. So I have plenty of ways to make fire, get fire going, all in here. In this top one, this will be for water. Again, drip drop, coffee, all kinds of stuff in here. I know I do have drip drop, but now I have it in 2 different places. I also threw some coffee in there. There are a bunch of aqua tabs in here. I think there's like 100 in here. So plenty of ways to purify water with that. And as always, my survival filter and the stage 1 filters for inside here. So we got those. And that was the water kit, and that's it for inside here. Now in the very back, I do have the hex grid in there so that I can put it on the front if I want to, whatever. It gives me an option, so that's in there. And I do have a Camelback in here. so that I can carry water with me, because as you saw, I don't have a water bottle in there other than the one that goes with the survival filter. So this here, I can have plenty of water, and then I can just pull the hose out, run it through, and drink as I go. So there we go, guys. Quite a bit of stuff. Give me a minute, I'll bring you back and we'll finish this up. All right, so there we go, guys. The 2-in-1 get home bag, and again, the 511 amp 12. I did do all this stuff myself. I know I need to do a video on how to put the Cobra wrap on the handle, but again, there's more cordage. I like it. Some of you may not. Some of y'all may say it's a waste. It's something I wanted to try, and I've been trying it. I do like it. And like I said, I can take the admin pouch off and just run a 20-pound bag. It's got everything I need in it. If you don't like it, you do you, I'll do me. Well, I'll be happy. So guys, as always, be safe, be prepared. We'll holler at you later. Bye, y'all.